Oh, it's my sister. Yeah, but I'm in the middle of something.
A little bit of entertainment here.
I want to put silence on that, Mark?
Well,
Mayor Bo,
okay.
it's great to have you here today.
Bow.
Bow.
Bow, I'm sorry.
Bo is what you're married to. Bow.
Toast. No, actually, I'm going to pass this out later on, but I am campaigning for Bernie Sanders. I want to campaign for you. I want to campaign for him. And going door to door now, so that sometimes it's good to talk to people when they have questions regarding the candidate. And but the real reason I'm here too is because we've been going to the council meetings, Anaheim Council Meetings. I wish you were our mayor from here, because you would have taken care of that problem that we've been asking the council and the mayor for over almost 2 years regarding the homeless situation out here. Now, they implanted an ordinance that goes, that hasn't been working for the past almost 2-3 years. And the mayor knows that. He said it at one time, but they don't know what to do. We've given them examples of Utah, Ontario, and now Hawaii is doing safe zones. Safe zones are actually, I call them safe zones, but in the way it's actually what it is. It's not campgrounds or, but at this point, we got that shelter, first shelter in Anaheim, from Orange County. All the other counties have rejected it because of the community, but we pressed on. Many people came up there in support of it, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to hold 200 people in a county of over, it was 12,000 homeless. Now it's up to 15,000. Now the issue about the homeless is because a lot of people are losing their jobs, are losing their health. They become disabled, don't have recourses, and people that have been retired only could live on their Social Security, which you used to be able to live on. They can't anymore. They have to go out there to work or get some kind of income. So a lot of them are actually out there homeless because they can't afford the housing. Housing's too high here. And if we don't have affordable housing, then where are they going to go? Well, they're out there, they're trying to survive in the parks, and this ordinance actually goes against our Fourth Amendment rights. And now it's entrenching on their Eighth Amendment rights, because they're people, they're our citizens here, most of them live here, and they will not go somewhere else. And there are little communities here and there, but they're being oppressed by these laws that the police have to abide by. And a lot of the police don't want to abide by those laws, but they have a liaison team that's supposed to be an outreach to the homeless, and actually are the ones that are confiscating their property and giving them tickets and oppressing them. A lot of these homeless are kind of losing hope, and they're losing, they're trying to survive, and here they are, not only out there in harm's way of the criminal element out there, but now they have to fear the police. But we've been going there for so long. We had a meeting with public services, the police, at one time, but it was all smoke screen. They didn't do anything. We were out there. We're out there looking at what's going on with every one of these people, and they have become chronically homeless at this point after 2 years. I've seen people deteriorate. And yet, the city says, well, there's a lot of nonprofits out there, there's a lot of places that you go. There's nonprofits charge from $300 to $500 a month in a room with 2 or 3 people. So they're not free, they're there for profit. And they charge all the homeless cash. We are going to bring this out because now, since yesterday, finally the mayor on the record said he wants to meet with us. I'm hoping that one of the consuls are there. We're trying to put a proposition for many places that I have seen that are empty lots that are away from the community and are just sitting there, owned by the Anaheim City of Anaheim. Now it's been proven to Ontario, and we've been telling this to the mayor. Just 4 or 5 months ago, I gave them each a video of this documentary, criminalization of homeless, and how Utah, San Antonio, since 2011 has reduced their homeless because of giving them homes first and help. They have put a lot of people back into society, and they have helped, the chronically, they've being, when you become chronically homeless, you start losing it. So it's harder for those people to actually come back to society. And I don't know, you notice a lot of people talking to themselves, and these people are not only harmed to themselves now, they're harmed to others. I was at the walk in Hollywood, which thousands of people walk for the homeless. At that point, I got to one street, and something was going on with the police. There was this mentally ill homeless person, just with an underwear. He climbed and dropped and hit his head, and he was just talking nonsense. The police, everything was going, and I recorded it. And he was, this is the people that we need to, the city needs to help, because they're in harm's way. And I'm hoping to bring that through to the council and the mayor, because it needs to be addressed. LA is having, the homeless population is going to grow. And the thing is that they have to start doing something that's going to have solutions instead of oppressing them. And I'm glad that we're having this meeting, because we're having a meeting with the chief of police. Now, the liaison team, like I started saying, needs to be put out from the streets and into the death shop, because they're actually, this one bad apple out there, especially when it's a sergeant. Okay, anybody under him has to obey by what he says. So if he says, just kick them out of one place to another, that's what they do. And a lot of the policemen that I talk to that are in that thing, they can't really do anything, but they do have the essence that there are. I would prefer one of them to be the liaison or the sergeant. And we have told that. I don't know what's going to be done, but sometimes they're protected by the police.
So we have 2 questions, Victoria and Marty.
The police bill of rights.
I just want to thank you for your compassion for homeless people and for all that you do and all the time that you take. And I would also like to say that there's a man, his name is Tim Birdman, who's also known as Birdman because he has a parrot. And he goes over to Disneyland and sits in front and lets people take pictures of him and his parrot, and then he charges them. And he was homeless for a long time and very ill, and he had a stroke. He was really sick, and now he's living in an apartment. And the difference in a person when they then have their own apartment is incredible.
I think he
now
has
free to create and paint
Marty, did you have a question or comment?
Oh, yeah. I get the Fullerton Observer, and it's a very small newspaper. It's free in the different stores, and like myself, I subscribe. And it comes out, I think it comes out twice a month, and dark 1 month in the summer. And I noticed a while back, I was reading under the parts where they have things that are happening, kind of like a calendar type thing. And I saw something that really got my interest. and I know it's not a whole lot, but it was throughout the county, facilities or places where the homeless can go and shower and have meals, and that there is transportation. And I'm just wondering if that's something that you could maybe, I could bring it to you, and you could make copies of these different places and pass them out to the people. Because what I'm noticing now is that the Santa Ana River is becoming completely, homeless camps.
Oh, yeah. That's part of the
And I
Orange.
don't. Oh, yeah, and I
In
don't.
Orange, they have made that into a campground, okay, for the homeless, because we did go to the council meeting there. Only took us two
But
times
this
to go
is
there.
not Orange, this is like Chapman.
Yeah, it's right in the borderline of Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, the river divides Orange and Anaheim.
Right, and then.
So
I thought
actually,
it was, I guess I thought it was Anaheim, because Angel
the
Stadium.
mayor does have power to do that, because the mayor there is the woman.
But I'm just thinking you probably know more how to go in there and, reach out to them.
Oh, yeah, we have
But
reached
the first thing I thought is, oh my God, if there are these places where they can go and take showers and, get a meal and according to that, there's transportation and everything.
What are they
That
doing?
there might not be, we get it because we get this paper and we read it, but how do they know?
Yeah,
So
I've
I'll bring it next week.
I have passed similar papers for the nonprofits. I used to do that before I started really getting involved on the streets with them. So I used to just pass this around here. You have help and everything, but a lot of them I kept seeing them out there.
But one thing, and I've over the years I've tried to find out why this isn't being done. In Santa Ana, that there's that old YMCA building that is empty, and it's been empty for 20 or more years. And to me, I look at that place, and to me, that's a place that could be a shelter, could be a place where people could go shower and, wash their clothes and feel like a human being, which I think a lot of them
Oh, yeah, that's what they need.
I mean,
that's what I'm talking about, the safe zone.
Yeah.
If they don't want to spend too much money on, a nice hotel room or so. They could, these people, they want to be left alone, and all they want is just a space.
That's right.
But sometimes I think, and I've been told by Santa Ana council members that belongs to somebody, and so apparently, what I would think and wish and hope and whatever is that somebody could find out who owns that building and reach out to them to have some compassion and not let it just sit there vacant for years so that they can claim some kind of,
Anaheim has property, because they have the one right there.
But
the
this
nice one.
is in Santa Ana,
Yeah,
and
right.
this is a
I know.
big
Well,
two-story
Santa Ana
building.
is taking care of that, because we went to the board of supervisors with ACLU there, and actually we pushed for that bus depot to be open.
Well, yeah, but that's
And
a
then-
county property, this
Yeah.
is private, so that's why.
And it's a building.
they
Private
find out-
owner.
That's the
No,
problem.
if you make excuses, then it's never gonna, unless somebody pushes to try it, to at least do it.
Find out
It's nothing ventured, nothing
the
gained.
title search to
But
find out
if you
who
don't
owns it.
ever do anything about it, then it's just gonna sit there and,
I know who the owners are now.
Well, like I said,
All you can do is
the
ask.
city has this property.
Don't make
Also-
excuses, think about it and go find out
Well,
and
we
do
have
something.
been doing.
Well, like Lou said, that Anaheim has a lot of properties that are just sitting there. We have the Arctic train station, which sits empty, and that's
Oh,
200.
That's not a house thing though, this is a.
Right, but I'm saying it's a shelter. It's something you can get under.
A lot of owners don't want it.
Hey, Marty.
I'm sorry.
I hear her, I'm just trying to ignore her, but.
Go for it, Marty.
Listen, if my body worked better, I would do it, okay? But I'm not in any physical physical condition to do that kind of thing. So I don't wanna hear that you plead it, you lead it, because if I could, I would.
There you go.
The building that she's talking about has been given to Tire San Jose, and they are trying to work out the money because it costs
Why?
millions of dollars to renovate.
Where did
That's
you
why
hear
it's
that?
empty.
Where did you hear that?
I'm in the community, and she knows the same thing.
City
We're in
council
the
made an
community.
agreement with
Yeah.
The city council made an agreement
And
with
that's,
with
and that's
the
their
Sisters of
building.
St. Joseph.
That's where Toastmasters was founded. In 1926. It was founded right in that very building.
With the Sisters of St. Joseph?
Well, thank you
They-
so
they-
much
they-
for what you do.
they-
Thank you for giving us continuously updates about what's
So
going
what are
on.
the Sisters
Please
of
come
St.
back and
Joseph
let us
gonna
know
do
the
with
update
it?
on your
Oh,
meeting.
yeah,
Supposed to be,
yeah, we're trying to get,
Thank
I
you.
feel
They're
you're
gonna
somebody
expand
who
the
put a
Tire
proposition.
over
We
there.
have it.
They're gonna renovate.
The Tire is right there in the corner from them, right?
Thank you so much, Lou.
Anyway,
And they're gonna rent it?
passing these around, I have a whole box.
Renovate it. Renovate it or
They're really
rent
nice
it?
built and after you read
Renovate
it.
or
passing
rent?
somebody
Then what
else.
after renovation?